feel like Fridays are usually more one directional. I feel like we're just going to kind of go up unless we get a clean inverse to the downside. Yeah, I would want to see us inverse this 3 minute if I wanted to be short, take out these lows. But there's no news today. There's no red folder news today, so it might just be a slow uptrend. And there's no other imbalances that haven't been tapped. And the last leg down has been pretty much filled. We haven't hit the high of it yet, but yeah, another 15 minutes or 30 minutes to fill just liquidity. I mean, this is unfilled and this is unfilled, but they're all tapped. So I like to look for completely unmitigated gaps. Looks like we might have to wait for the 5 minute to be inversed and then take some sort of internal model somewhere, either targeting this first swing low or something with some of this other liquidity down here. It's never perfect inverse and then internal model and then entry. Yeah, it looks like we're just going to reject this gap. Got a gap up on ES. It looks like it might not be a gap up. It's not showing me the candle for 9. It's not showing me the 930 candle on ES. It's really weird. Now I'm wondering if this gap is actually, this has got to be a real gap. I'm pretty sure that's real gap. Yeah, that's real gap. Okay. Still holding this SMT, but we just rejected this gap on ES and NQ. So it looks like we'll be going long, or not entering long, but it looks like we'll be going up unless we get this clean inversion here. And since there's no red folder news, I would have my stop at the top of the wick and not the top of the body. I might even wait for an inverse on the 3 minute, or even the 5 minute, because this candle is so strong, and an inverse on this 1 minute with this 5 minute here, and there's no structure to the downside, even though there's an SMT, just doesn't look good to me. So I might even wait for something else, just more structure. Trying to set the volume for my music, but I forgot that I'm running OBS as well, so yeah, I don't think there's a gap here. That would have, I'm confident this would have filled if that was a gap. I don't know why it doesn't show the 930 candle for ES. Very weird, never seen that before. This music is too spooky for this right now. Okay. Yeah, I feel like every Friday is straight one direction. There's not really any manipulation on Fridays. Maybe something pre-market. I haven't paid attention to it that much, but yeah, it never seems like there's much on Friday. I feel like Friday is probably more of a distribution day as far as higher time frames go. We're creating a 15 minute here, big 15 minute. We could retrace. I'd like to see one, especially since we just took this high. We'll probably just, knowing it's Friday, probably just keep going until ES takes this high. I had the trade I took right before so yesterday I had a win, which got me out of drawdown from the loss that I had the day before. And then the day before that loss, I had a break-even trade, and I made like $100 or something off of the break-even trade, or like $90. I went back later to journal my trade, and I was switching through time frames, and I accidentally clicked the sell button on accident, and it had been on 2 contracts for NQ, and so it moved like a little bit, but 2 contracts on NQ is, moving a little bit's more than $100. So I ended up losing all of it and a little more. it's not like I won a trade, it was a break-even trade, but it still felt pretty bad. Pretty funny though. And then the loss the next day was just like, ugh. Especially because it was a trade that I shouldn't have even taken. Or at least didn't execute properly. I'd like to see a lower time frame fair value gap manipulating into the higher time frame one, so I can get an inverse to the upside. Pretty much want to see something like this. Chop fair value gap toward, or tapping the higher time frame fair value gap, and then an inverse, or an inverse to the downside would be even better, because we could fill this 15-minute. I'd like to see us sweep this low, and then also tap the 15-minute, then either inverse or just get a clean rejection, because if there's enough room to get a 1-to-1 for this high, I will try to take it, unless it looks bad. I want to see this fair value gap hold until we take this low. Never mind. It's also December, so I have to be extra picky. No news Friday in December. It's going to be a very steady day, probably. I feel like it wants to retest this gap. We're very overbought as well. Part of me wants to ignore it, even if we get a setup to the upside off of this 15-minute. So far in premium, I don't even want to take a long. I'd rather take a short or not take a trade at all. We also have a big wick up here. We could tap this and then reject CE of this wick and not even go to the top, but I doubt it. If we tapped this fair value gap and created a fair value gap and inversed it, we'd probably go. Alright, we've tapped the fair value gap. Honestly, the daily draw liquidity has probably already been taken as well. With this big move, taking this and tapping this fair value gap. Probably not a lot of strength left in the market today. It's starting to slow down here. I did not think we were gonna hold this gap. Even if we did create a 3-minute, I doubt we'd see an inversion. It'd probably just keep going down. I want to see us come back up to this wick though. Yes, looks so good to just sweep this low and then inverse. I don't even think I saw this fair value gap. Yo, this would have been a good trade. What the heck? Okay, I might have mentioned this actually. We're not there, but this fair value gap right here, getting close below, targeting this 1-to-1 or this or the 15-minute. After seeing this, I would doubt we'd get the 1-to-1, but now I feel like we're just gonna fill the 15-minute. I did not think we would see a reversal here. Yeah, did I mention this? I feel like I had to have seen this. Probably gonna do something like this, or just continue to dump. I don't know. That's a pretty clean reversal. That's a huge stop loss though. It's not that big. Yeah, not taking this. I'd rather just wait for a better day. That trade yesterday hit the body open, and then went to my TP, and I had my stop there like an idiot. So this could still play out, but I doubt it with this 15-minute gap down here and how overbought we are. It's probably just gonna run down. I think this was just a retracement, especially since ES is also inversing this fair value gap. I'll leave this here. I still do not want to take this. This would be, I feel like this is not going to be fun to watch. This was a pretty clean inversion. This was just not, this PA was not it. And with this huge extension, I don't want to take part in this. Especially with no news, it's just, there's too much room for this to just chop and trail down. I do see a lot of setups happening right at 10:30 though. I just noticed this one was right at 10:30, which is pretty funny. I see this happen a lot actually. If I don't get a setup at open, there's usually one at 10:30. At least in like Q4. I haven't noticed that for any other quarters, but that happened a lot this quarter. ES has already tapped this wick, but I don't think that means a whole lot right now, just because how bullish this looks. This is a pretty clean trade, not gonna lie. If we weren't so overbought, and if there was news, I would have taken this. Actually, not even us being so overbought, but mainly just this PA is just so discouraging. But I feel like it's gonna play out just by the strength here. Very strong. Respecting bullish imbalances, disrespecting bearish imbalances. Although we have retraced well into equilibrium of this range. Dang, you cannot see that. This was from my light and bright charts. It's not that much better, but yeah, this is gonna take forever. I mean, not forever. It's not as clean as usual, but it's not this. I'm also interested in seeing if we reject CD or not. I wonder how many people took this or this. This one's not great. I don't know. This one's pretty bold for maybe. I think maybe it seems bolder in hindsight, knowing it played out like this.
But even just knowing, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's just pure hindsight. It's not a bad trade. I should have taken this. I feel like I might not have actually seen that, because it looks way better now that I'm thinking about it. We're overbought. We just swept external buy side. We have a fair value gap. We inverse it very cleanly. There's an unfilled 50. There's an untapped 15 minute below us. The only thing that makes it not great is that there's no news, so I would want to put my stop up here. You know, which makes getting a 1-to-1 a little harder, but I mean, it played out. Again, hindsight, because after this hits, I'd probably get stopped at break even. Still, the trade here doesn't seem that bad. It really only, it's not even that many candles here, just they all happen to be in this area. After this was taken with this wick, we ran back to ran back to break even. It took a few candles to get here, but it's not terrible. Oh yeah, we tapped this 15 minute. Yeah, that wasn't a bad trade.
Also, is that the middle of the fair value gap? No. Yeah, this is getting dicey here. Trust the model, trust the model. Even though there's not really a gap up here to target. Just the wick, which I've never used as a target before. Another reason why I'm not taking it. This 1-to-1. 1-to-1 is actually here. This trade played out. I forgot that this was on the 2 minute. This is a different leg, in my opinion, just because of this candle. And there's two sets of gaps. So I'd be looking at this 2 minute. If this was one big gap, then I would probably say to use that, but these gaps disappear and there's a 3 minute here. I'm going with this first 2 minute down here. Inverse 1-to-1. And then once this gets taken on ES with this PA, I'd be out. Obviously I didn't take it anyway, so. Alright, I think that's it. God, I can't imagine what PA will look like at 11 after this. Nightmare.